Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome to Let's Play Sonic CD, another Sonic game very important to my childhood. This was one of two Sonic games I played the most from the classic Sonic series. And without further ado, let's press start so I don't have to watch the playthrough. So, this may catch some people off guard who are Sonic fans, saying, isn't this the third released main Sonic game? And to that, I'm going to say yes, but there is a reason why I'm playing this. In Sonic Mania, this game was confirmed to canonically take place before Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Kind of turning a teaser image in the game into more of an actual canon reason. Namely that Tails the Fox doesn't actually appear in this game, or Miles Tails per hour. Tails doesn't actually appear in this game at all. At least not in the original. He appears in this game as an extra. But, yeah, he didn't appear in this game. Instead, a new character named Amy Rose appears, which we'll talk about in a minute. So that's why I'm playing this game now. I also just didn't really have a game to play. Also, I hope you enjoy this trippy background. I really like it, but yeah, so this game is the second Sonic game canonically. It was the third Sonic game released, and it's called Sonic CD because of the fact that, well, it's on the Sega CD or the Mega CD, depending on where you are from, which was an add-on to the Sega Genesis / Master System, or not Master System, Mega Drive, which would play CD discs. This is not that version, though. This is a 2011 remake made by Christian Whitehead. You probably saw his credits at the beginning. I don't know, because OBS doesn't like to capture programs as they launch. So, I don't think it got the Sega thing. But really quick, before we start the game, there's actually some stuff I want to look at. One of which is I'm going to go into help and options, and we're going to click how to play. This gives you actually a synopsis of the game that I'm going to read. A world that defies time. Little Planet, a tiny world filled with beauty and mystery, appearing over Never Lake for just 1 month a year. It is a place where the past, present, and future collide, thanks to the mysterious time stones that lie deep within the planet, hidden away. Hoping to catch a glimpse of this cosmic event, Sonic the Hedgehog travels to Never Lake, followed by the star-struck Amy Rose, only to find the once beautiful world chained and imprisoned beneath a twisted metallic shell. The evil genius, Dr. Eggman, has come for the time stones, and with them, may soon be able to command time itself. Can Sonic stop Dr. Eggman and free the Little Planet? So for our characters, we obviously have Sonic the Hedgehog. He is described as such. With a spirit of wind, Sonic is the world's fastest hedgehog who lives for adventure. Despite his carefree attitude, he has a strong sense of justice and always ready to help those in need. With him, we see that pink hedgehog, whose name is Amy Rose, a bright and energetic girl who likes fortune-telling and mystic things. Amy is drawn to the Little Planet after a tarot card reading which tells of a destined encounter with Sonic. Next up, we have Dr. Eggman, aka Dr. Ivo Robotnik. With an IQ of 300 and a love of machines, Eggman dreams of world conquest in order to create his own robotic utopia, Eggman Land. He sees the time stones as the perfect tool for world conquest, and will stop at nothing to get them. Also new to this game is Metal Sonic, the ultimate robotic doppelganger. Metal Sonic was built by Dr. Eggman to rival Sonic's power and speed in every single way. Programmed to follow Eggman's agenda, he's out to cause trouble not only for Sonic, but poor Amy too. Metal Sonic is a fan favorite character, and this was the first game he was actually introduced in. He plays a big role in some other Sonic games, most notably Sonic Heroes, where he serves as the main antagonist of that game, but he also serves as, interestingly, the antagonist of Knuckles Chaotix, another Sega add-on exclusive game. So, interesting. Here are some controls. They're about what you'd expect. Here are some special moves. We have the ones that have returned. The rolling spin attack, where if you are moving and you press down, you roll into a ball. But there are two types of spin dashes in this game. There is the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive mode, where while standing still, you can hold down and tap the jump button repeatedly to rev up like a turbo engine to increase the speed and power of it. Then you release the down button in order to go. Then there's the original mode spin dash. Sonic CD had a different spin dash than most other Sonic games, which is, while standing still, you can hold down, then tap the jump button once. You will slowly, or you will start to, over time, rev up like a spin engine. The maximum speed will be achieved when the spin dash is given time to charge. I don't like this one. And also, there's a new move exclusive to this game called the Super Peel Out. While you stand still, you can hold up and then tap the jump button once, and you will start to rev up your feet in a sort of figure 8 pattern, and you'll move really fast. This is sort of a precursor to the boost, because it allows Sonic to go really fast, but he doesn't retain any invulnerability during this. The only thing is that he can land on top of enemies while doing this. I don't know if this is due to a glitch or something, but he can bounce off of enemies, I think just because his feet are moving so fast they instantly destroy it. There's essential items. Collect rings to stay in the game. If Sonic has at least one ring, he won't lose a life when he gets hit. You drop your rings. When you get hit, you collect 100 rings, you get an extra life. There are 5 monitors in the game. There's the Super Ring, which gives you 10 rings. The Shield, which allows you to take a hit without losing rings. Invincibility, which makes it so you don't take damage and instead you kill enemies upon a hit. The Power Sneakers, which allow you to run really fast. And the 1-Up, which increases your life. In Sonic Origins, the 1-Up box is occasionally replaced, depending on which mode you play in. It is replaced by a coin box, which gives you coins for the additional content in that game. I do want to say that, it's on record, I have never paid for or played Sonic Origins, and don't plan to. The game seems like a very lackluster cash grab of a remake, even after Sonic Origins Plus was released. Though I will say Sonic Origins Plus does allow you to play as Knuckles in Sonic CD, a weirdly exclusive thing to Sonic Origins Plus. You weren't allowed to play as Knuckles in the original Sonic Origins. I don't know why. Also, you can play as Amy in that game in Origins Plus exclusively in any of the Sonic games, so. There's, of course, a lamppost which records your score and time. It acts as a checkpoint, so if you die in that zone, you start your next life at the lamppost. And new to this game is the Time Warp. The Time Warp. Time Warp signs are a new thing in this game, and exclusive to this game, pretty much. They are marked past and future and are scattered throughout each zone. When you hit one of these signs, a past or future symbol appears next to the lives counter display. You now perform a time warp. When you start moving fast enough, you'll see bright stars trailing behind Sonic. If you can keep up your speed for a few seconds, the time warp will blaze into effect. Sudden changes in speed, slowing down, or coming in range within a goal will cancel the time warp. You can try again as long as you have a past or future symbol in your possession. You can use the time warp signs to travel between the past, present, and future. Since the future isn't yet written, there are two possibilities. A future where the little planet is free from Eggman's control, the good future, or an Eggman-controlled, havoc-wreaked future called the bad future. To ensure a good future in every zone, you must either collect all 7 time stones. There are 7. It says all the time stones, but there's 7. Or you have to destroy Eggman's robot transporter contained within the past. About this, I do plan at some point to show the location of every robot transporter. I will be getting all 7 time stones, though, for the sake of the playthrough. And because of this, I won't necessarily show off the bad futures in the main playthrough, but I plan to show off the bad futures, at least the aesthetic of them. I won't be showing off every single bad future act, but there's reasons for that, so yeah. So this game's main gimmick is this time travel gimmick. Some people say love it or hate it. Some people say it's pretty bad. If you're doing a casual playthrough, it's a really cool mechanic. However, if you're doing a type of playthrough I am playing, going to the future almost is never helpful. But I also want to talk about the robot transporter. If you actually destroy it, every single robot will be destroyed in the zone. So that's actually a pretty cool bonus. Special stage. If you reach the goal with 50 rings, a large golden ring appears. You can jump in the ring and enter the special stage. It's different in this game from Sonic 1, 2, or 3. Being the special stage is a 3D obstacle course scattered with UFOs. If you can destroy all of the regular UFOs before the timer runs out, you'll pick up a time stone. Collect all 7 before Eggman finds them. I'll be trying to do all the time stones on a singular run. If I don't, for some reason, don't obtain all 7 time zones, it's purely a skill issue on my part. But I do want to show off both the good ending and the bad ending. Each UFO conceals one of the following items. Power sneakers, which make you move faster. Not necessarily a good thing, but not necessarily a bad thing either. Super ring, which will increase your ring count. And the time bonus adds 30 seconds to the timer. Some of the other items in the special stage will help you. Others will make the course even more difficult. Watch out for the water. It will shave 10 seconds off your timer. It says that, but the water doesn't necessarily do this. It mainly just makes it so that the timer increases in speed. Anyway, now that we're 15 minutes into the episode, why don't we actually start the game? Wouldn't that be great, guys? Don't you want to watch me play the game? You can also go in here and you can change the spin dash mode. I'm keeping it on the normal spin dash mode. Also, I'm playing with smooth graphics. This means if you change it to sharp, it actually makes it so that all of the pixels blend to try to make everything look smooth. I don't like this. Because of this, I'm keeping smooth. You can also turn on nostalgia, which I believe nostalgia... I actually don't know what nostalgia is, so I'll be right back when I figure out what exactly this does. So if you all will give me a second, I will figure it out. Okay, so I went into the game real quick and actually checked. Nostalgia is the least blurry, so this is actually the video filter I'm going to be using. There is also something else I do want to show off in the settings, which is if you actually check the controls on the PC version, you get this funny thing where, because this game was originally designed for the Xbox 360, originally, it showed the button prompts on the Xbox 360. But funnily enough, it actually is programmed to show the PC controls, so you get this weirdly cursed image. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to be playing the game, but one more comment is the soundtrack. There's 2 soundtracks for this game, which affect the present and future soundtracks. The past will always have the same soundtrack no matter what. And because of that, I won't be showing the past during the US soundtrack demonstration, but there's the Japanese soundtrack and the US soundtrack. You can listen, and these are very different soundtracks. So, yeah. I'm gonna be playing with the Japanese soundtrack, just because that's my favorite one. Even though there is some really fun aspects of the American soundtrack, I like them both pretty equally, though. So without further ado, we're going to start a new game, and you can see Tails is locked. He's locked until you finish the game, so we're going to be playing as Sonic. And we get an opening cutscene. This basically has Sonic just running around towards the little planet. This cutscene, I think, was actually altered from the original release. Being that there's no major vocals for this song in the re-release. I believe this song is called Tutu Sonic Warrior. I might be wrong, though. But yeah, this basically just kind of elaborates on how Sonic has seen the little planet change. He also does this thing, which is pretty cool. I think the song in the English version, though, is called You Can Do Anything. And yeah, Sonic runs up to the little planet. And we're thrown into Palm Tree Panic Zone. So yeah, Sonic CD, pretty good game. You'll see enemies actually drop flower seeds in this game. So I will be trying my best at this game. I will be getting every single special stage, and I will be getting good futures on every level I play, which means that I have to. But yeah, here we get this cool thing. This 3D effect. But if we actually come closer, here's a past thing. So if we do this, we can go inside this wall. And we're in the past now. And here's a Metal Sonic monitor. Metal Sonic projector. Basically, it shows these flickering sprites of animals. You can destroy them. They kind of just make animals appear in the level. It doesn't really do much. I also didn't mention this, but while in the past, past signposts actually don't show up. They only have future signposts, which allow you to go back to the present. You'll also notice our lives counter changes to say P instead of have Sonic's face there when we're in the past. So this is a much more exploration-based Sonic game because of this. This was kind of like, because this is after Sonic 2, but before Sonic 3. It was much more, they were kind of messing around with having a more exploration-based Sonic game. But if we come up here, there's that thing. Some people call these roboticizers, but they're called robot teleporters, and if we destroy it, it kills every single enemy in the level and ensures we will unlock the good future for this level. Anyway, here's the super peel out. It's pretty cool. You can do cool stuff like this. I do want to go back to the present for something. I think you can restart the level. But another issue with the time travel in this game is a lot of people don't like the level design in Sonic CD. Because it can be a bit seemingly clunky. And you can see time travel kind of also works pretty weird in this game. I will not deny that time travel is not the best mechanic in the Sonic series. Because if I want to go back to the present, it's like insanely hard to try to do so. Also, this is going to be probably the longest video in the series that isn't a bonus video. The main reason for that is just because the whole opening sequence took a lot of effort to try to get to work. Oh, there's a speed box there. You can take up to 10 minutes on each level, so, you know. But yeah, now we're back at the beginning of the level, so we can actually see that, like, stuff hasn't been terraformed or anything. So, this game is one of those things where it's like, I have good memories with it for nostalgia, because it was a game that I remember sitting in my living room in my underwear at like age 8 playing this game on my Xbox 360. Also, yeah, sorry, apparently. Some people take offense to when, like, newer generations get into old games, and I'm like, why? You guys hype up these games all the time. Why gatekeep? Don't gatekeep video games. Okay, here's, like, my last chance to actually teleport to the future, so I need to carefully... I don't want to run too fast because I can actually mess this up. Oh, it disappeared. Oh well. Oh yeah, there's no restart option, is there? At least I don't see one. Oh well. Oh well, there was something I want to show in this level, but... But yeah, once a future signpost is actually used, it cannot be used again. And this is like a complaint I kind of have with this game. It is like very hard to travel freely between time frames. And getting the time stones doesn't actually allow you to do anything time travel related. Getting all 7 time stones just unlocks the good future in every level. It doesn't unlock a new super form or anything, which, you know, is kind of sucky. Oh, there is a future time post. Hold up. I just have to be careful. But yeah, in the past, most of the level design is actually, like, more catered to, there we go. Most of the level design is less dangerous. There's not as much spikes. There's not as many red springs. But yeah, you'll see now, some enemies will be killed, some will spawn in. It's like a weird thing. Also, there's this thing that's only in the present. Now, I'm actually going to stay in the present because you're forced to go into the future in Act 3, meaning that I won't be showing off really the future variants of every single level. But if we actually come down here, we can meet Amy Rose. We have a shield on, so I can't show the thing. Where's Spikes? I need to Spikes. Also, yeah, that's a weird thing. Sonic does that weird falling animation for those. I don't know why, it's just a unique falling animation. Almost accidentally traveled to the past. If we did that, I think all the time travel signs get reset when you teleport, but I'm not 100% on that. I just got an achievement called King of Ring, by the way. You get it for getting 200 rings in a level. I'll kind of explain the achievements and stuff at a different time. But anyway, we need to actually hurry the hell up. If we run up to Amy, though... maybe she doesn't do it in this level. Sometimes she'll give you a hug, but anyway. That is Act 1 complete at 30 minutes in the video. So it says Sonic made a good future in Zone 1. If you don't make the good future, it says got through the zone. Anyway, this is the special stage. So this zone, this special stage is actually somewhat difficult. I will say it's probably it can be the most annoying, I feel like, next to, like, maybe the blue sphere levels. But once you destroy all the UFOs, you'll get a timestamp for it. So we got the green time stones. They're not Chaos Emeralds, they are time stones. Though, if you look at the sprite, they were very clearly intended to be Chaos Emeralds at one point. Anyway, finally going into Zone 2. If we come down here, there's actually a, past signpost really quick. I forgot how to do the time travel thing there. that a pass signpost up there? It is. I do really like the time travel gimmick. I just think it's like very divisive. A lot of people don't like it. And I feel like if they ever did like a Sonic CD proper remake, like this is more of an enhanced port, like the 2011 version. By the way, this version of the game is no longer available, so if you're trying to get this version, your only source of getting it is actually piracy, sadly. Sega decided to delist it when they re-released, or when they released Sonic Origins Collection. Oh, god damn it. It's like really weird to travel to the past, because like it said, if you have a sudden change in your speed, the game can be sensitive to that and actually prevent you from doing this. But yeah, the super peel out is one of those things where, like, depending on the Sonic fan, they either love it or hate it. I definitely like it more than the drop dash, because the drop dash, like, I kind of just prefer not having anything. So yeah, there we go. We finally got to the past. I just gotta remember where the teleporter is. I am like kind of doing this semi-blind. I didn't like research or anything for this playthrough. I did do some research about like some secrets I wasn't aware of, just out of curiosity. Mainly being the DA garden feature, which I'll show off eventually, just not now. That's some really cool design there. Anyway, here's the time thingy. The robot transporter thingy. I do not know where the Metal Sonic teleporter is. They only show up in the past. Or, I don't even think they only show up in the past. I think they show up at any point. But typically the past is the better way to go, because it's typically, under... like, the land is sort of untamed. But I will be showing off the bad future version of Zone 3 in this video too, utilizing the time attack function. So we'll be seeing the bad future. Oh, there it is. There's no spikes in the past. I say only for there to be spikes immediately. There we go. Now, if you are curious if you can retry special stages, you can, but it's difficult. Effectively, you'll notice the game actually will save. There we go. These levels are kind of tricky, but if you can kind of like see how it's laid out, it's not that hard. I feel like this game has like some of the easier special stages in classic Sonic, but anyway, here we are in the good future. As you can see, it's even celebrating. This is one of my favorite songs in the game. We have these water pipes everywhere, filtering clean, fresh water. Isn't it great? Everything's so grand. We're being celebrated. Oh man, I don't want this. I don't want to hear this music. Oh, you can't actually... I will tell you, this boss that we're going to face is considered the easiest boss in Sonic history. We can get 50 rings, but you actually won't be able to collect time stones on these levels because there's no goal post. So, yeah. Anyway. If we actually come up here behind the boss, we can see this is the Eggman's egg walker thingy. This thing only takes 3 hits to beat. But if you get behind it, it's really easy to fight. At the end of the 3rd act, we'll encounter these things. And if we break them open, a bunch of flowers will drop. And then it'll say, Sonic made a good future in Zone 3. But what if we got the bad future? So I'll show you guys that now. This is the bad future. If you do not collect the time stones or get the future post, this is what it is. This gross mechanical place that's pumping with polluted water and this really good music track. The bad futures always have the best music tracks. I say as I get an invincibility power up. In Time Attack, I think you can actually only play the bad futures. You also only have 1 life in Time Attack, so... you know. I love listening to this song. There's also enemies in this level. I don't know if if the Good Future version had enemies or not. But I just kind of want to give a second to hear this song. I normally don't do that because that could get you into copyright problems. But, like, we can just take a minute to admire it. Anyway, I think that's enough. I can only do so much before it starts actually becoming a copyright hazard. But anyway, now we're going to fight this Eggman boss the less cheesy way. Also, this is Eggman's theme, which I think is really funny. So if we try to jump into him, we actually can't, because there's these bumpers on him. So how do we defeat this boss? Well, he'll do this. And once he does this, he can destroy him. And then we can just do that. It's not a hard boss. But yeah, that'll be it for this video because there's nothing really else. Next time we'll be moving on to the second zone of the game in a much shorter video. The second zone is called Collision Chaos. So yeah, I will see you guys then.